Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is our opening contest this week on NWA Anarchy. In the ring, on one side we have the sleeper cell, Shaun Tempers. His opponent comes in the form of sort of a big deal, Salvatore Rinauro, and most unusual here, at the behest of the Reverend Dan Wilson, we have been joined by the world's television champion, Truitt Fields. And Truitt, it was just a couple of weeks ago on this very program where we saw Dan Wilson come out with Shaun Tempers and claim that Shaun Tempers was going to break out as a singles competitor and was going to campaign for the world's television title and invite you out here what he refers to as a spirit of good sportsmanship and education.
Good sportsmanship. I guess that's what the Devil's Rejects stand for these days, or so they claim. Let me just say this, Greg Hunter. I'll believe the Devil's Rejects have good sportsmanship when I see it, and that may be a cold day and you know where.
First of all, you know what, Greg Hunter? How rude of you to introduce our guest here and not congratulate him on 1 year of being the television champion of the world. Of course, I could have been television champion of the world for a year if I wrestled tomato cans like you have, sir. Good way of docking the real challengers.
Wow.
I apologize, Truitt. Indeed, you have been the television champion of the world for 1 year. You have eclipsed every title record in NWA Anarchy, the longest reigning champion of any kind in Anarchy history. But what you're looking at right here are two potential contenders to that world's television title, Salvatore Rinauro, who is no stranger to competing for the world's TV championship, and Shaun Tempers, who is an accomplished singles competitor, albeit he has spent the majority of the last 3 years as a tag team athlete.
He has been a tag team athlete, but don't take away from the fact that Shaun Tempers is one of the most accomplished technical wrestlers in NWA Anarchy. And if he wants to legitimize himself and, walk the straight path, so to speak, and get a shot at my title, you know what? I'm all for it. I'll take on any competitor.
Good grief. Rinauro slingshotting himself over the top rope, catches himself, but Tempers sweeps the leg out from under him and now throws Salvatore Rinauro back into the ring, measures him for the boot, does Tempers.
All well within the rules of professional wrestling. And like I said, I can't believe I'm saying this. I kind of agree with Truitt over here. I'm kind of leery of the actions of the Devil's Rejects. I'm kind of, skeptical, so to speak, about this newfound, wanting to legitimize himself as a technical single competitor. But at the same time, I'm also willing to give somebody the benefit of the doubt until I'm proven wrong, which is very rare.
Right now, we are watching Shaun Tempers as he stalks Salvatore Rinauro. And now he has decided to focus on the back. And that would be a choice piece of anatomy for either of his preferred ways to put someone away, be it the Tempur-Pedic, or I'll cover here, and barely a 1 count, be it the Tempur-Pedic or the Beelzebub. And right now, chin lock applied into a camel clutch now, continuing to work over the lower back. Looking at both of these athletes, Truitt, and you have certainly faced a number of credible contenders, despite what my broadcast partner would say, over your year as world's television champion. You look into the ring, you see Sal Rinauro and Shaun Tempers. Between these two, if you had to pick, and certainly either one of these men could find themselves a top contender to your title, who would you see as the bigger threat?
Well, I think that's pretty easy. Everyone knows that both of these guys are two of the top technical wrestlers in this sport today. I think everyone would agree with that. Sal Rinauro has wrestled all over the world, proven himself time and time again, held belts in just about every organization that you can imagine. Shaun Tempers, let's just say he does run the gauntlet, so to speak, and he does get to the level where he gets a shot at my title. The thing is, you don't just have to deal with Shaun Tempers. In the past, you have to deal with Shaun Tempers. You have to deal with Azrael. You have to deal with every member of the Devil's Rejects.
Do I sense a little bit of nervousness? Maybe you're afraid to face Shaun Tempers?
There's no nervousness here. Like I said before, I'll take it on all competitors. Anybody who wanted a shot at this title, I'll give him a shot. And if he wants a shot at the TV title, if he works his way up the ladder, that's exactly what he'll get.
Well, that is certainly true. You've taken on all comers during your reign as World Television Champion. And right now, Shaun Tempers looks like he is coming for a shot at that World's Television title. Standing in front of him at the moment, and it certainly does not look as if he is looking past him, is Salvatore Rinauro. One thing I find here that I notice, their attention firmly focused on Rinauro. They have not diverted themselves, their attention in any way up to this point, to the announce booth or Truitt Fields, who they know is out here watching. They are staying focused on the task at hand. Cover here, and only a 2 count. And unless I absolutely missed something, thus far I've yet to see Shaun Tempers do anything that would be beyond the rules of professional wrestling.
Well, you know, Greg Hunter, I mean, this is the thing that he said. You know, he wants to legitimize himself as, as a supreme technical wrestler. He wants to legitimize himself in the television championship title race. But one thing worth pointing out here, notice that the face paint is gone as well. The war paint of the rejects that we have seen time and time again, no longer donning the face of Shaun Tempers.
Shaun Tempers now with the backbreaker applied, just hauls him up and does it again. Truitt, I look here in the ring, I see in Salvatore Rinauro someone who would certainly have a speed advantage and an agility advantage. If he were to face you, I look at Shaun Tempers, the recipient of a shining wizard. I see Shaun Tempers, and I see someone that physically, on a strength edge, could very easily be your equal inside that ring.
That's very true. That's very true. And hey, if he's going to do it within the rules, then let's have at it. Let's do it. We'll see how far it gets him.
Shaun Tempers on what Dan Wilson has coined a quest for legitimacy. Right now, continuing to work over Salvatore Rinauro, but Rinauro firing back. The double Dutch clutch, big drop kick, down goes Tempers. Shaun Tempers, I have to wonder if right now that 3 years of tag team experience is not hampering him just a little bit. He has not wrestled as a single competitor in a very long time.
Well, Greg Hunter, it's just like switching positions. I mean, it's once you're so used to doing something, you're always used to seeing the competitor there. It's a high cross body in 1, 2. Near fall there, you're always just second nature to look for your partner, go for the tag. Truitt Fields has been in tag teams before, he knows that. But the one thing is, people need not forget that Shaun Tempers has established himself as a single star in the past as well.
And right now, the agility of Rinauro up. Now with a big cradle there, at all of his weight, and part of Tempers across the shoulders, but only a 2 count. Oh, wait a minute here, Mahistro cradle 2. And only a 2 count. We are seeing a lot more technical wrestling, a lot more catch-as-catch-can out of Shaun Tempers than we are accustomed. And now setting up for his version of the Tiger Driver, the Beelzebub. Rinauro gets out of it, rams a man to the corner, roll up, 2, and shoots off Rinauro to the corner. Does Tempers. This is, I would have to think, this is something of an educational experience for you, champ, because you are seeing a lot more technical wrestling, a lot more of the arsenal of Shaun Tempers than we're accustomed to.
I am definitely surprised. This is something we've never seen from Tempers or, well, anybody in the rejects for that matter.
Now looking here perhaps for the superplex. Rinauro all the way up top and trying to fight it off. This right here, so very dangerous. Has him set up. Spinning neck breaker from the top. This could be all cover. Hooks the near leg. 1, 2, and only a 2 count.
Greg Hunter, and I mean, the wherewithal of Sal Rinauro. The one thing is, I'm not a big Sal Rinauro fan, but I'm not going to take away with how this guy's just able to exchange hold for hold with somebody. He's able to counter things. I mean, in midair, countering them from that superplex into that neck breaker.
And right now, Tempers certainly much less worse for wear here. Northern Lights with the bridge, 2, and just a couple of inches we are seeing the expanded arsenal of the sleeper cell. Shaun Tempers 3 times. And Anarchy Tag Team Champs. You 4 times, 3 times with the rejects. He did have it once prior to that. Rechecking my notes here, he is the all-time record holder. And right now looking to add that world's television title, his quest for legitimacy, for a shot at the television championship of the world, held by the man sitting to my immediate right, Truitt Fields. And right now, Rinauro looking for that somersault kick, catches absolutely nothing. Tempers now has the man set up. A beautiful maneuver right there into the Uranagi. That will do it.
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this match, the Sleeper Cell, Shaun